Today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Ooh. This is a game I've been looking forward to. You know how much I love Vikings? I have seen The Last Kingdom 3 times, all 5 seasons, and I'm currently watching all of Vikings, the new show that's on Netflix, and I've seen like all of Versailles stuff. Oh my god, I love prehistoric times. To go back to those days. Could do less with the fighting and the murdering and the constant betrayals, but you know, I could be a normal farmer. Actually, no, I don't think that would work out either. Those people tended to die very quickly, and then they got exploited. And actually, no, never mind. I don't want to live in those times. I didn't know that Assassin's Creed, like, I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, Black Flag, what's the other one, Brotherhood and all that. Pretty fun, early days English. I like that. But there's just something about roaming around 1800s century. Wait, 1800s England? That's the correct way of saying that. Yeah. 1800s England. And just playing in this time period and setting up England to your way is just kind of fun. The betrayals and backstabs and conquering this land that seems to have already had people. Is this a genocide? Did the Vikings do a genocide?
It's free real estate.
The game follows Eivor, well, I can't really say he or she because you get to choose in the game, which is really cool. And the dialogue changes depending on who you're playing with certain characters. You play as this person, and you start in Norway, and you are just living your life until your brother decides to pick your ass up and go to England because, you know, new king in town can't be the new king. That's his birthright, he feels, and we just run away. Potentially stealing all of our father's loot, and we land in this new land, and we don't really have any friends, or we don't really know who's around, and you're just like, well, I guess we gotta start our own life, and the best way to do that is through pure violence, right? First and foremost, you are a Viking. This isn't an Assassin's Creed game. You are a proper Viking. The assassins are there. They're more like side quests in this game. You can't even play the freaking side. You can't even play their storyline until you hit like a certain level, which is, I think it's like 120. And leveling up, we'll talk about in a second, is actually pretty progressive. Like, you need to go through this game to get through it. It's not a 5 to 10 hour game. So yeah, you're just here in England with your brother setting up. Your brother goes off and does other things, and you're just basically the leader of the camp, going around and being like the mediator for everything. And it's really fun. It's really, really fun. The sword fighting battles, it's an Assassin's Creed game. If you play the other Assassin's Creed, it's pretty much the same. There are major differences though that I will talk about in a second, because oh my god, those changes, they're really good. I have not played Assassin's Creed, the Egypt game, Ascension, I think that's called. I'm assuming a lot of the things that was in that game is now in this game, because it definitely was not in Black Flag. So the battles are pretty interesting. Like I said, it's just an Assassin's Creed game. You're given your blade, but because you're a Viking, you wear it on the outside and not on the inside, so you don't have to cut off your middle finger or your thumb or whatever. So yeah, you're basically a rebel. You don't really fight with style. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about the battling, because it's kind of annoying. Like the fights are pretty good. It's the weapons that I have a problem with. The other Assassin's Creed games made you feel like a god. Like you could run around, kill whoever you want, stab a bunch of people. You didn't have to worry about leveling and making sure that your weapons did enough damage. You kind of just did. a ton of damage. But this game doesn't really emphasize, well, there are a couple of missions where you can go around assassinating people, and that is a one-shot kill. But for the most part, if you're in like regular raids and you're not really being an assassin, your weapons do basically no damage. And I found myself dying a bunch of times, and I don't know if that's because I was just in an area that was just too strong for me, but I feel like the enemies are just kind of broken, especially the spear guys. Oh my god, those people suck. Spears and hammers. And then the bigger dudes, oh my god, they suck. They do so much damage when you're not expecting it, and you could be doing a raid perfectly, amazingly, but no, he just comes up, picks you up, and throws you. And as you like progress and get a little bit more powerful, you're becoming a god later on. But for the most part, in the very early game, you are not a god. You need to watch where you're going and stay with your crew at all times. You are not killing people without their help.
Okay.
Leveling up in this game, you're given like the regular skill tree, which is actually really cool. I've seen skill trees like this before, but I do like the way that they implemented it in this game, and we'll get into that in a second, because I do want to talk about the weapons. The weapons, they don't scale with your level. You collect items in game to level them up, usually through carbon ingots or through like killing enemies and animals and stuff, and like you can level up your gear and your supply and your baggage and your rations, and you can get progressively stronger than that. But then I realized there's a shop in this game, and if this game was multiplayer, it would be pay to win, but it's not multiplayer. It is a single player game. That means that, is it okay if you use the free items that you get in the shop? Because I'm currently doing that, and the weapons that you get in that shop are freaking golden on release. Like, bro, dude. I got this scythe that deals so much damage, and then I also got an axe and a shield that deals so much damage, and I'm tempted to not use it because you don't get it through the game. It's given to you through a shop system that's not even a part of the game. It's like a cosmetics shop. I've been using it, and it's kind of been making like the game a lot easier, and I do feel like a god now, because the original weapons that you were getting was like kind of trash, and like it's golden, meaning that you don't have to go through the process of like collecting all of that gear, all of that those items to level it. It's just automatically broken. It's a single player game. I'm gonna do what I want. You know what? If I do play this game as a let's play, because this game has multiple endings, I will play it without the broken weapons. We'll just go through a normal gameplay and see how we fare. We're gonna die a bunch. It's gonna be fun.
Stop it. Get some help.
The skill tree, super cool. It's like they looked at I feel like I've been bashed. I haven't bashed on this game in a while, so you know what? Allow me to bash on it right now. The Horizon Forbidden West, that skill tree, trash. This skill tree, good. It's the same skill tree, but it's better because it's flowing and it shows you everything in your face. It just like fogs of wars it out, so you're not seeing everything at the same time, so you get to learn the skill tree. Does that make sense?
I don't get it.
It's like the game doesn't just give you a bunch of skills and says, here, skills. I'm not gonna tell you what's good. Just skills. This game is like, all right, here's a couple of spells. Here's a couple of skills. Learn them. Get used to them. Oh, you went over on the map just a little bit more. Oh, Fog of War opens up. Hey, look, more skills. And then it's like, all the way over in the corner, these skills that are like, make the game super easy, we'll give that to you when you get to a certain point. But you're not gonna know they're even there until you get bored and look over in that corner. Like, I like that. it makes me feel like I'm going on an adventure to get my skills. You get it?
I still don't get it.
Yeah, but the skills themselves, they're pretty basic. They just make your character feel more godly. And the whole purpose is to be a god at the very end of the game, right? Right, Ubisoft? I want to kill things.
Fucking diabolical.
Along with the skill tree, you also have just basic abilities that you can gain through, which I do appreciate, exploring the world. Granted, the map does show you where everything is, but it's all just bunches of yellow and blue and white dots and a little bit of like information about the different towns. But for the most part, you kind of just have to explore to gain everything, which is what makes me so frustrated with the weapons that you get from the shop, because it feels like you're just cheating, but you're not cheating on anyone but yourself. With the abilities, almost everything can be found through the world. Just exploring. It's an open world game. You get 2 areas, Norway and England. You only get the eastern part of England, so Northumbria, Wessex, Mercia, that general area. If you're from England, you definitely know that. I'm just a hyper Viking early English history kind of nerd. Leave me alone. With the open world, you can travel on foot or you can take a boat. There is a boat in this game. You get a longboat and it's really cool. It brings me back to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I loved that game. 3 endings in this game, like a bad ending, good ending, neutral ending. Your actions depend on, for the most part, your actions up until that ending doesn't really matter, but you do need to like go on a specific path at specific points in this game to get the different types of ending. That's why you can generally play this game more than once. I don't know if you'd want to because it's such a massive game, but it's there if you want it, I guess. Yeah. That's what I like about this game. This game is super, super fun. It's free through the PlayStation Plus store, available on PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the S's, and Microsoft Windows. It's not on like Switch or like mobile or whatever. I don't even think this game could play on Switch. That sounds like a bad time. And yeah, it is. Oh, it's not even on. Oh, it is on Steam. It is on Steam. It is $60. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting from a new game that came out in 2022. Thank you to everyone who subscribed up until now. We are at 111 subscribers as of this moment. I know we were about to hit 100 last time, but not only did we break 100, we surpassed it to 111. I'm still going to be making content. Reels are still going to be coming out. Once I can start streaming again and have like a consistent schedule, I'll be able to do that, and then we can make like full form content through like clips and stuff. And I know how to make clips now as well, so then I'll be able to do that myself. Yeah, woo. For everyone who subscribed, be sure to like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.